The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Canada in the building. My God,
sir.
ShaqIsDope in the building for the first time since pandemic times.
Yeah,
How
what's
you feeling,
good?
bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling good. How you doing?
Great to see you.
Lovely,
Good
man.
to see you not
Likewise,
through the
likewise.
screen. Your story of 50 of get rich or die trying.
Yeah.
Still like lives in my memory. Because if I'm not mistaken, you went to get it, but you were telling me that people were getting jumped for
Yeah,
it, right?
people were getting beat up, robbed. If you had the album and you brought it to school, oh, you ain't going home with the album. Someone's
That's
gonna
crazy,
Say, yeah,
bro.
it
I
was
know
crazy.
that. I know you told me that story 3 years ago,
Yeah.
or 2 years ago at this point. But every time I remember it, or it comes back into my like my memory, I'm like, damn. I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm sure that was happening here in New York, but like
Yeah.
I didn't see it. But like get it. But I think it's funnier because it's just like getting jumped in Canada. Like imagine you're just like a Canadian teen and you get jumped in Canada because you bought a New York rapper's album and it's sold out everywhere. That's such a
crazy.
crazy thing.
Nah, it was even to the point that I heard like some people would literally go to that HMV out there at the time.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
people go to HMV. Some dudes would just wait outside and see someone that had it. Oh, you got that new 50? Bang! They'll just take it and go off.
It's like when the
Shit.
Concords came out, like the retro
Oh,
Concords
yeah,
back in
wait.
like 2010-ish, 2009, whenever, and they was waiting for people outside the Foot Locker. Rob was not in his head because Rob from the Bronx, so
Oh, I
it
could
was
imagine
definitely
up there.
it was definitely
Yeah.
in the Bronx. You try to go to your local sneaker store to get a pair of Concords in 2009 or whatever year it was, and you was trying to walk out. Yo, your car better have been parked right out front. You better have your mans waiting to drive you off. But how you been, bro?
I've been good, man. Just been blessed, super blessed. Been working, doing a lot of acting stuff, a lot of music. Feel good to be back in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel the energy.
When was the last time you was out here?
I was out here literally actually just 2 days ago too, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah. But before that, I think the last time was like March. I was out here for like Fashion Week and stuff like that. So
Right, because when we spoke last time, you had done some stuff for Nike.
No,
who was it? What was
Foot Locker.
Foot Locker. You did something
Yeah,
for
it's
Foot
Foot
Locker.
Locker, yeah,
So
yeah.
what have been like? What have been like some of the acting? Not acting. Well, we're gonna get to that. But
Yeah.
the modeling things. What have been some of the modeling things you've been up to lately?
I've done some stuff with some pharmacy companies too that kind of like went viral. They have a company in Canada called Shoppers Drug Mart.
Okay.
So like my picture was like everywhere. Like they used me as a model for like the flu shot, and the joint was everywhere in Canada. It was hilarious. Like mad people just kept hitting me up, tagging me. And the thing is, you can't even really see my full face. It's just my smile. And people would just know like, yo, they just know my smile. And it was so crazy. Even this chick that I used to talk to, I haven't spoken to her in a long time. She randomly texted me, oh, I know that smile from anywhere. I started dying. I'm like,
Did she use that as an opportunity to spin the block?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh my God, I saw you in this, and then you like, nah. Be fucking for real. Why are you hitting me up right now? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it was a conversation.
Did you let her spin the block?
Nah.
My dog.
Nah.
My God.
Can't do that. One and done.
One and done.
Only get one chance, you know what I'm saying? If they mess it up, that's it.
Respectfully.
Yeah, you know
so
what
this
I'm
went viral. So it went viral just because everybody knew that it was you?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
it was
that's
crazy.
so funny. Do you have a picture of it on your phone?
I do, but it's probably like somewhere
Okay,
in
it's
the
far back.
archives. So I'll show you after.
But how was your face? Was it covered or like?
It's like half of my face, just my smile, and you could kind of see a little bit of my tats.
Oh,
and
so it's from like
everything.
here down.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was like, it was crazy, like, because I didn't even know when it came out, and then it started off by someone just tagging me on IG, and they're like, I know this smile from anywhere. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, how can people tell this is me?
That's crazy.
And then for the whole like next couple months, everyone just kept tagging me, yo, at ShaqIsDope, I see you, Shoppers Drug Mart. It was nuts.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing you can never say about Shaq is that he ain't be hustling.
Oh, 100%, man. That's in my blood. Hustling in my blood.
So what were you doing out here for Fashion Week?
I was just going to a lot of events and stuff like that. They had
Okay.
a couple parties, and I actually had a meeting at Rock Nation as well. So I was out here for that.
Oh,
So, yeah,
fire.
I killed 2 birds in 1 stone, things of that nature.
Acting wise, what have you been up to acting
Oh,
wise?
I've been up to a lot, man. TV shows, movies, tons of commercials.
I actually wrote this down. You actually did something with BT. You said, still can't believe I
Yeah.
narrated. You did the Love You to Death series
TV
for
series,
BT out
yeah,
now.
on BT Plus.
That's
yeah.
tough, man. So
that
what-
was a blessing.
What's
yeah.
that series about?
It's just about true crime, just people that actually like murdered their significant others because they said that they loved them, something like that. So yeah, it's a 20 series docu series. I narrated every episode. It's been a blessing because that's actually something that I always wanted to do, and true crime is actually like my favorite genre for TV. So just like the power of manifestation and things of that nature is just real. Like, because I always used to tell myself that in my head. I was watching First 48 since I was a youngster. America's Most Wanted. My mom used to think I was possessed because I would not stop taking the TV off true crime. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm crying. She thought you was crazy?
Yeah. She's like, why you always watch these devil things?
And now here you are narrating a true crime documentary about people murdering their significant others.
Exactly.
Crazy how the world works.
Nah,
right?
I know. It's crazy. Crazy. Full circle moment.
With that, like, how do you get, like, so you were like the Morgan Freeman of that. Like, you were like the voice of God, essentially, right? So how do you get called to do something like that?
It was actually just through my agent. So my agent sent the audition over, and then I just tried out for the show, and they immediately hit us back. They wanted me to do like a callback over Zoom. And then I killed it. And then when I got the gig, like I put up to the office and they told me, like, as soon as we heard your voice, like, we knew you were the one. We just wanted to make sure you didn't mess up like the callback audition, but like we knew the job was yours. So I was like, yo, this is amazing.
That's fire, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Well, congrats on that. So what else besides the BT stuff have you been up to?
Done a lot of commercials, been on Fear Thy Neighbor. It's a TV show on Investigation Discovery.
Another murder.
Yeah, another murder series. Just done a lot. Like it's been crazy. It's just so many to name, and it's like all in like kind of like a year and some change span where it all happened. I didn't honestly think it would go that fast for me, but it's been a blessing.
Now, do you feel like that kind of took away from your time with making music too?
Nah, not really, cause the way I approach music, it's all about like real life experiences. So I like to actually like experience new things, so it helped me broaden my horizons on certain things that I write about now, just meeting new people, things of that nature. So it definitely helped me for sure.
Right, because it's been like 3 years since Dark Days Ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And like I was saying, like the type of music that I make, it all comes from like a real place, real perspective. So I don't ever want to kind of like fabricate anything in it, you know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to come back and give them the next chapter of my life. So
because like the perception is like, if you're looking in like me, like I'll be like, all right, I seen him drop some singles, but he's been kind of like, doing the modeling or doing the BT stuff and the acting. So it seems like music hasn't been like at the forefront of like your main focus right now, I guess would be like
for sure. No, it's definitely still up there. I think the beautiful thing for me is like with my fans, they kind of just know like to wait, and when I do drop, they always appreciate it because they know I'm coming with quality music. So, but definitely music is in the forefront for sure. It's just tying everything all together.
Right. It was funny because we were talking about New York City, but I also saw like, I guess when you were out here for Fashion Week, you ran to Absol too, which was really cool.
Yeah, that was dope. That was a dope vibe at the Barclays, and we got to chop it up. I was actually telling them about the TV show coming, and I linked with Matt to the A&R from TDE and things like that. So we was all over there.
But right now, like you're kind of back into like full music mode, right?
For sure, 100%. Yeah, I just dropped my new EP called While You Wait.
Yep.
5-song EP. It's been going crazy. People have been loving it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just getting people prepared for the full-length project that's coming after.
So While You Wait, obviously in the same vein of like, sorry for the wait that,
exactly,
like Wayne tapes and shit like that. But you've had like singles this year leading up to this,
100%,
right?
100%.
So like with you, was it like, not like you didn't have a problem with consistency because obviously you said you've been making music this whole time.
Exactly.
But like in terms of like your brand and how you wanted to like release these things, like what was kind of going through that?
We kind of, to be honest with you, because when I was doing, like you said, when you brought up the acting thing, like it was a little while since I dropped, so I kind of just wanted to just give the fans just the music, just put it out there, just ASAP, don't let them wait too long for it. So I would just literally post a cover art on my IG and let them know, 12 a.m. and they would all get super hyped, and then bang, they would just tune in. So
word. So what? Yeah. So you said this is getting ready for the full length.
Yeah, the full length project. Yeah.
So what do we? Do we have a name for the full length?
Yeah, we do. It's called Sin Is Expected.
Sin is expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, I'm a very like spiritual person. I believe in Jesus Christ, what I'm saying, all day. And for me, just on my spiritual journey and things that I talk about in my music, it's just reminding myself and letting my fans know too that sin is expected. Like God understands we're human beings, like we're not perfect, what I'm saying? So don't be too hard on yourself, what I'm saying? Still try to be the best you can be, try to be a good person, but you're gonna make mistakes along the way, but it's expected already. Keep a level-headed, stay positive, and ask God for forgiveness, and I think things will work out. So that's one thing I had to learn, and on my journey.
What do you feel like? Because you said that you don't like to make music if it doesn't come from like a real place.
Yeah. So
like, how has like the Sin Is Expected? How has that tied in, or where does that come from within your life? I guess over these past couple of years.
Just things that I went through, just through my childhood and. I'm saying, growing up in my environment, because I was raised in a hood called Bleecker Street, so it's just like a crazy area where as soon as you go out, even when you're like a young kid, you're exposed to so many different things, and sometimes the route that you may take may not be the best one. So if you're not really level-headed and if you don't mature, then you're not gonna really realize the mistakes that you have made. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like at the end of the day, like when I look at the world, for me, I can't be by accident. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? There's people that do so much bad things in the world, and they might go to jail and something like that, but some gotta come after this with something heinous. So it's just things like that. Just always thinking deeper in my mind when it comes to viewing the world and things of that nature.
And you feel like you've been kind of viewing the world from this lens?
Always. Ever since I was young, like I always kind of just look outside and just be like, yo, why is this going on? Or why does this have to happen? And a lot of things have happened in my life where there's no way that it could just be like a crazy like coincidence. Like it was actually like divine timing and revelation, And sometimes even when I talk like this, like my friends and stuff, they be thinking I'm crazy. But so far, like to be honest with you, my life has turned out exactly the way that I knew it was going to turn out. I haven't really reached the exact level of success that I wanted to reach it, but I know I'm going to get there because everything has been happening the way that it's supposed to be happening. You know what I mean?
What does that level of success look like for you?
It's crazy. That's such a good question. I could describe it in so many ways, but I don't know. For me, it's kind of always changing. Like one minute it'd be like, yo, selling out a whole tour overseas, or you know what I'm saying? But I think just being happy, you know what I'm saying? Being happy, having a good career with music, selling out shows, touring, doing the whole nine, selling a bunch of records and things of that nature. So, but tomorrow it could be something else.
I was about to say, it's like the white picket fence, like something that you strive for too.
I feel like it's something that we all strive for as human beings, especially like when you're chasing a dream or you're working on a craft. So 100%. It's not like my main thing, but you know what I'm saying? It's definitely tied into it for sure.
Right. So what does this new project sound like? Is there any experimentation on it? Is there any
100%.
What kind of like, if we go from the last project to this one, like what, aside from obviously certain viewpoints and things that you've gone through change, but like what is kind of like aesthetically like the tone of it?
I would say there's a bunch of different sounds too. I've been working with a lot of different producers have been reaching out because I kind of just didn't want to stay in the same pocket. I mean, my subject matter is not really gonna change because, like I said, I always rap about like real life and things of that nature. But yeah, just the bars are way better too. I'm way more crafty. My lyrics got even sharper. You know what I'm saying? Different sounds, experimenting, things of that nature. It's the whole nine. So
that's fire, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So when can
man.
We expect the project?
No date yet, man.
This year, though, at least?
Oh, 100% this year. Like,
you're going to be like the typical Toronto rapper and drop when it gets cold out? Like,
hell nah, nah. Maybe I might even drop it like, who knows? Maybe my birthday's in November, but so not in November, though. So maybe sometime before that, around that fall
So when it starts
time.
getting cold?
Nah, well, nah. Cold to me is like December, January, February.
Well, that's because you guys are used to the cold.
Yeah, like, when a fall time is nice and chill to me, you know what I'm saying? It's not too cold, not too hot. You throw on a little hoodie, Gucci, ready to go. You can still coast and ride.
I experienced my first Canadian winter this year. I went to Montreal in January.
It's colder in Toronto.
It's colder in Toronto?
Yeah. Their winter is bad. No, their winter is super bad.
Toronto's worse than Montreal.
No, Montreal is worse.
Oh, it's worse.
Yeah, way worse. I don't know how that works. So I always thought it was weird, but a lot of the homies too that I have from Montreal, I actually never been there in my life, to be real with you. Never. And it's so close. I definitely need to go. But a lot of my homies that I know from Montreal and people that I know that have traveled there from Toronto said, yo, it's terrible.
So you would say that Montreal's winter is worse than Toronto?
Yeah, 100%. Like everyone tells me that. Everyone, like people that I know from Montreal will come to Toronto in the wintertime and be like, why do you guys complain? Like, this is a breeze. I'm like, are you crazy? So I can just imagine if I go over there. You know what I'm saying? So,
I go lie. Coming from New York City and going to Montreal for Rolling Loud, it was like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Like, I was like, the snow, like, I had Timbs on, and my Timbs wasn't even doing what they were supposed to do.
Nah, they not. Yo, it's cold, bro. Like, wintertime in New York, to me, is like a breeze. I mean, even when I was out here in March for Fashion Week, I was coming outside. The sun was out. I was getting hot. I was walking around in a puffer jacket. I'm like, I'm tripping.
Right. It fake didn't even snow this winter.
That's what I'm saying. You guys had it nice out here.
I know. We had a nice winter. I ain't gonna lie.
Other than Toronto, I think this is the best city in the world.
I would. Hey, bro, I've been traveling a lot, and I love every city that we've gone to. But every time I come back home, it's kind of like,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is my second home for real. Yeah.
New York?
I love it out here. Yeah, I love it out here.
We love you out here, bro.
Appreciate it.
We gonna ever get another record with Shaq too?
Never know, man. Shaq been hitting me up in the DMs, and he's back spitting. He actually just dropped the record, so
yeah, he did.
Yeah, we might get him on the project.
He got some work in with my boy Blackway. I think they got a few songs together. So I had to ask because I did see he was back to rapping again.
Yeah, for sure. No, Shaq is a real one, man. He's always supported me ever since he discovered me. He actually
Yeah.
posted my project, the EP, the other day. So,
Tight.
you know, definitely we might get a record in.
Whatever
for
happened
sure.
to the UK Shaq?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, seriously.
Yeah, that's a good
No, because he had like a whole back of like
Yeah,
y'all
he
had
was
like a whole
we had a
you-
diss track towards him
yeah,
too.
you and Shaq had a whole diss track towards him. But whatever happened to him, he
I think we ended his career. I think that.
the Man's Not Hot Shaq. Like I really ain't seen nothing from Man's Not Hot
Yeah.
Shaq in years.
I think after we dissed him, we just packed it up.
All right,
Seems like-
all right. Not too much.
No,
now.
I'm kidding,
Not too
I'm
much
kidding.
now. Yeah, let's
I'm
not
kidding,
let's not
I'm
start
kidding.
no shit because
Yeah.
actually he might come out of retirement.
No,
if he
that's
sees
what I'm
this
saying.
shit.
Yo, Shaq, we might have to come back and get him if he does. You know what I'm saying? So
Respectfully.
Yeah, you
Well, the
know?
album's on the way.
for sure.
What else you got coming up that the people got to know about before we get up out of here?
More acting, more commercials on the way too. I just did 2 commercials. The one for the Toronto Blue Jays. Did a
Oh,
dope thing
fire.
with them. Yeah.
Congrats.
And I did some. Thank you, man. I did some with Fidelity as well too.
Okay.
Yeah, not too long ago. So
Like Fidelity, like credit?
yeah,
like
yeah,
credit
something like that.
union?
Like a
That's- yeah.
investment company. That was a dope commercial.
Yeah, I got a Fidelity
Yeah,
account. Yeah.
that's a dope commercial. But yeah, just more acting, more music. You know what I'm saying? More bars, more killing the beats. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
more
man.
success.
Well, This Is Toronto freestyle's out now. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Shout out
Yes,
Scarlett.
sir.
Before we get up out of here, till we wait, also out now to go stream that. Wait, I said that wrong.
While you wait.
While you wait. I don't know if
yeah.
still because we're waiting, but while you wait, out now. EP out now. Go
Yes,
check
sir.
that out.
Yes, sir.
Album on the way, new project on the way.
Yes, sir.
Before we get up out of here, let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let the fans know? Now's the time to do it. This camera
Yes,
right
sir.
here.
All right, so you can follow me at ShaqIsDope, ShaqIsDope at all platforms. Shout out to We Got Bucks. Shout out to my whole hood, Bleecker Street. Shout out to Venezuela. Shout out to Grenada. You know the vibes, man. Let's get it.
Yep, Toronto, Bleecker Street, and then building.
Yes, dude.
Project on the way. Make sure you go
For
run
sure.
up the EP out now. Go follow him. Go
100%.
show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support's free. But try to renew
Facts.
that. Till next time on the radar. We out. My guy.
Yo, appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro.